on the policy
Totally.
front, I'll talk about that just for a moment.
Sure.
The biggest difference, first off, I have no confidence that either president would actually solve immigration. I want to go on record as saying,
Okay.
they just haven't, every president's been like immigration. And then as soon as they get in there, they're like, this is hard.
They're like,
well, here's the thing. The status quo is working for some people. And that's what you have to keep in mind. There are 2 million, undocumented immigrants coming over the border, right? The numbers are staggering and they've been rising. And under Biden, those numbers, were freaking incredible in terms of the amount of undocumented people who came over the border. Well, a part of what makes this really complicated is there are some very, very strong interests on both sides of the political aisle that benefit greatly from having that flood of undocumented immigrants coming in. Right. On one side of the aisle, you have business. And the business I'm not just big business, but big business, big business that benefits greatly from having a very, very cheap under the table workforce. It is an exploitative practice that America has been engaging in since the beginning of America. Immigrants built America. They built America on their blood, sweat, and tears, and they did it, by and large for chump change. And they're doing it today for chump change. The undocumented immigrants that are coming from Central America today are building America, and they're not making a whole hell of a lot of money doing it because we don't have to pay them.
Right.
And so, there are a lot of business interests that enjoy that reality. I'm not saying that they're all, starving, but I am saying they're not getting paid what, I don't know, somebody who works in a union might, or something along those lines. They're just not.
Yeah.
So, if Trump is elected and he actually carries out, which he won't, but he actually carries out the plan for mass, deportations and locking down the border, the entire construction industry will completely freeze. There will be nothing being built. If there's mass deportations, they truly do get rid of the undocumented immigrant population, which I could see the merits of. It sounds kind of interesting to start fresh. Why not? This could be cool. We'll start fresh. We'll start letting in one by one.
It's a big task to undertake to actually do it.
And that's why I say he's not gonna, in my opinion, like if I were gambling, right. Seriously, if there were Vegas odds, what do you think they would be? Right.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, discussion because Trump is, he's very big on building things himself. He's big into real estate.
Sure.
So it would not necessarily serve his interest.
He knows. You think he doesn't know? He doesn't. And all the hotels would shut down because ain't nobody cleaning them or getting your food ready. And all the restaurants would shut down, and we wouldn't have any freaking fruit and vegetables in our stores.
Yeah.
And because all these people, that's what they're doing, man. It's agriculture, hospitality, and construction. That's where these people are, and they're working their asses off.
Yeah.
And by and large, they're really good people, man.
But
they
100%.
Came here the wrong way, maybe because the right way is too much of a pain in the ass. I don't know. But we have problems that would be massive if, but eventually, but again, I really do like the idea of like a cleansing. It certainly sounds nice to sort of wipe the slate clean, say everybody out. We're going to let you back in one by one based on your merits. And, I'm on board with that philosophically. It sounds neat. I just think, boy, I don't think we're ever going to do that.
It's not practical.
It's not practical. And I think there are some humane issues that would present themselves and things like that.
Sure.
I think if Harris is elected, we will continue to see precisely no action on the border.
Yeah.
Which is its own form of tragedy.
Sure.
That I... but at least we know what that normal looks like.
Yes.
And it sucks. But it won't cause a meltdown for a minute.